Southern California's Emmy Award-winning game show, where schools match skills and wits. KidQuiz. And here, to introduce today's participating schools is your host, Maclovio Perez.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is going to be a good one today, folks. This is a semifinal round, and whoever wins today's game moves to the championship. So it's going to be a good game. We've got veteran teams here that have survived several rounds, and we have, better than all that, great cheering squads today. So let me welcome back to our game from Yorba Middle School. We have team captain Corey Griffin. Corey, welcome back, and please introduce us to your first round players.
To my right is Jaclyn Blankenship, and to my left is Joy Lambert.
Jaclyn and Joy. Yes. And returning from Burbank, Jefferson Elementary in Burbank, we have team captain Oliver Lau. Oliver, welcome back. Please introduce us to your first rounders.
To my left is Chris Grogan, and to my right is Emmy Rohwer.
Chris and Emily. We're getting very serious in our season here. These are going to be tough and fast games. Before we start, I want to ask Jack, our announcer, to tell us about the prizes that the winning school will win at the end of this season of KidQuiz. Here's Jack.
This year, our second-place school will receive Merriam-Webster's new International Unabridged Dictionary with a beautiful hardwood table. Panasonic's Easy Programming Barcode VCR. The four-head unit lets you set time, date, and channel with the use of a barcode scanner from Panasonic. The winning school will receive the superbly illustrated 22-volume New Book of Knowledge Encyclopedia. Accurate and up-to-date information from Grolier. The Macintosh personal computer from Apple Computer. Macintosh, a computer that provides the power to be your best. The winning school will also take home this 1990 Spring Championship Trophy.
We're about ready to go. First, let me tell you that Arlene Nakamura is our off-stage judge, and for the team players, if you're incorrect, she's going to give you one. If you're correct, she's going to give you one of those, and if you're incorrect, she'll give you one of these, and hopefully we won't have too many of those. Guys, you ready? Hands flat on the white palette, knuckles on the white palette. We're ready to go for 10 points. First question is, what kind of animals would you find in a dairy? Emily.
Cows.
Cows is correct. A dairy farm. For 10 points, in a book, where would you look to find the number of chapters it contains? Oliver.
Table of contents.
Table of contents is right for 10. From sports, what is the name given to the skill of bouncing the basketball? Oliver.
Dribbling.
Dribbling. That's as opposed to drinking something and getting it all over you. That's also dribbling, but we move along for 10 points. In December of 1989, President Bush held a summit meeting with Gorbachev on what tiny Mediterranean island nation? Joy.
Iceland.
Iceland is incorrect. Anyone at Jefferson? Chris. Incorrect. It was Malta. Malta. A summit on Malta. Next is musical. Let's listen in, and then I'll ask you the question. The Beautiful Danube is written by Johann Strauss. It's a composition of what kind of dance? Joy.
Waltz.
A waltz. And they do play him on MTV, right? Johann Strauss? I don't think so. From math, Chris reads for 3.5 hours on weekends, but Ed reads for 5 hours on weekends. How much longer does Ed? Emily.
2 hours.
Incorrect. Yorba Linda. How much longer does Ed read each weekend? Joy.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half is correct for 10. Very good. Next one, 2 parts, need 2 answers. Name 2 continents in the Western Hemisphere. Jaclyn.
North America and South America.
Correct. Very good. Very good. All right, for 10 points, we move along to the next question. The Grand Ole Opry is famous for what type of music? Jaclyn.
Country music.
Country music, absolutely. Country westerns. All right, for 10 points. From Greek mythology, give me the name of the girl who opened a box. Corey.
Pandora.
Pandora's box. And it was not a good box. She found a lot of evil things in there. For 10 points, the next one. The quote, I cannot tell a lie. Haven't finished, but Oliver buzzed in. George Washington is credited. He is reportedly to have said that. It was written in a biography by Mason Weems. So we believe, tradition holds that George said those words. Next, for 10 points, which mark of punctuation ends a declarative? Emily.
Period.
The period is a declarative. What type of animal is a Doberman Pinscher? Chris.
Dog.
A dog. Ooh, that's the end of the audio round. Now we move to the very valuable 20-point video questions. Tight game. Jefferson is at 60, Yorba is at 50. These are now worth 20 points, and I want to remind the team players, hands flat on the white palette. I will show you the video, wait 3 seconds, and then ask you the question. You can anticipate the question, but you can win or lose depending on how the question is written. For 20 points, this is 2 parts. Watch the video. Give me the name of the instrument and the group. Emily.
The violin and the strings.
Stringed instruments is correct for 20. For the next video question, 3 parts. Haven't read it, Chris.
Alaska, Hawaii, and California.
Correct for 20 points. I don't know, I'm not sure you knew the question, but you got the answer there. Give me the name of 3 of the 5 states which border on the Pacific was the question. Alaska, Hawaii, California is good. All right, ready? Here is the next video question. Watch. What type of gas is normally used? Oliver.
Neon.
Neon gas for lighting. For 20 points, here's the next video question. The question is, if you were dividing this square into triangles, what is the least number of triangles you could get? Oliver.
2.
2 triangles is correct. Next one from Current Affairs. Watch. Haven't read the question. Oliver.
Castro.
Fidel Castro for 20. He's been the leader of Cuba since 1959. For 20, here's a video question. Haven't read it. Corey.
Vulture.
Incorrect. The question for Jefferson is, this endangered species is the largest bird of prey in America. Emily.
California condor.
The condor. The condor. All right, watch carefully. This you might see around for 20 points. The blue dot on the road indicates that what is nearby? Corey.
Fire hydrant.
The fire hydrant is correct for 20 points. Next one is multiple choice from biology. Watch. Haven't read the question. Corey.
Eardrum.
The eardrum is correct for 20 points. It's the membrane that separates the inner ear from the middle ear. The next question for 20 from sports.
You hit the 2 balls, one with a slice and one with a hook, and make them collide in midair. That's my favorite shot.
Golf is his game. What is his name? No, it's not Paula Abdul. Chichi Rodriguez. He's a little older than you guys, but one of the best golfers around and still out there playing in the Masters and the Senior Games. For 20 points, here is the question. I haven't read it, Oliver.
Franklin.
Accepted by the judge, Ben Franklin. The saying appeared in Poor Richard's Almanac, written by Benjamin Franklin, early to bed, early to rise. For 20 points. The London Bridge is no longer in London. In which state? Chris.
Arizona.
Arizona, Lake Havasu. And I have sailed under that bridge. For 20 points. Haven't read it, Oliver.
Police.
A policeman is correct for the profession. Next one, two parts. Here's the video. Joy.
Abacus, and it's from ancient China.
China abacus is correct for 20. Very good. For 20 points here, we don't have time for that final video question, but now we move to the first bonus question. As you know, it's worth lots of points. We're going to give you 3 clues. First clue is wide, second clue is tighter, and the third clue should give it away. The first clue is worth 50 points, second clue 30, third clue is worth 20. Only team captains may buzz in, team players hands to the side. You may confer with each other before you answer. If you're incorrect, you're out of the round and the other team gets to answer at whatever clue level they desire. Here it is for 50 points. We are looking for one of the 13 original colonies. Oliver?
New York.
Incorrect. Yorba Linda, would you like the first clue or would you like to move? Do you want to hear both clues?
Second clue.
Okay, let me read you the first one. We're looking for one of the original 13 colonies, now a state, bordered by the Atlantic. Can you name the state? That's the first clue. The second clue is this U.S. state is bordered by Pennsylvania, Maryland, and its bay, and the Atlantic Ocean. What state are we looking for, Corey? All right, here we go to the third clue. It's now worth 20. The largest city in this state is Wilmington, and the capital is Dover. Name the state. Corey?
Delaware.
Delaware is correct for 20 points. Very good. All right. We'll be back with the second half of our game after this message, so don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
When you feel grumpy, frumpy, down and dumpy, icky, creepy, crabby, weepy, yucky, mad, or just plain sad, then you need Chuck E. Cheese. Then you feel happy, giggly, glad and wiggly, wacky, bumptious, silly, scrumptious, funny, giddy, zany, witty, sassy, crazy, upsy daisy, all at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid. Then you wrap the cloth around the fingers. Just brushing up a bit on my dental philosophy. That's philosophy with an F. You see, brushing your teeth simply is not enough. Plaque, the rascal that causes dental disease, lurks everywhere along your gum line, including hard-to-get places your toothbrush can't reach. But even hard-to-get plaque can't hide from dental floss. Just watch. Gently slide floss between the gum line and the surface of each tooth. Then, forming a C, gently scrape the floss up and down adjacent tooth surfaces. By George, no more plaque. Teach plaque a lesson in dental philosophy. Use a toothbrush and floss.
This has been a public service message brought to you by the California Dental Association.
Kids, don't miss out on the fun this summer. The Afro-American Museum has exciting workshops in everything from art, drama, cartooning, photography, and much more. Get hands-on learning experience while having fun with kids of all ages. Bring your imagination and create collages. Learn acting techniques, hear folk tales, and learn how to take pictures with a professional camera. The fun never ends. Workshops began June 18th, so sign up now. Call 213-744-7432.
KidQuiz is back.
Yes, we are back. We are back in a semifinal round. Pretty good game. We're halfway through. We'll see what happens in the second half. But we want to thank our first round players for joining us, and how about a nice big hand for them as they take their seats. Before we begin the second round, I want to show you the brackets with all of the schools that are participating in this season, all Southern California schools, maybe your neighborhood. There you see how Yorba Linda has survived 2 rounds and is now here, and one of these teams will move on to the final championship game. So maybe one of those schools is in your neighborhood and you'll watch the show and root for them. So we go back to Corey from Yorba Linda Middle School to tell us about his second round players.
To my right is Ward Cadell, and to my left is Jamie Crossan.
Ward and Jamie. And we go back to Oliver from Jefferson in Burbank to introduce us to his second rounders.
To my left is Kristin Jordan, and to my right is Marc Doche.
Kristin and Marc. Very good. Reminding team players, hands flat on the white palette, and go for the buzzer when you think you have the answer. Our first question of the second half. In conjunction with Channel 2's year-long campaign to protect our planet, we begin with this special question. Multiple choice. Which one of these products is not recyclable? C. I'm sorry. Okay, I made a mistake. It's my fault. It slipped out. I'm so excited. I blew it. So obviously we have to just throw that out and we move on to the next question. Okay, Oliver, you don't need me helping you out here. It's our first mistake I've made today. All right, we move on to the 10-point audio questions, and here we go. Hands flat on the white palette. We're ready. From grammar, how many vowels, not including Y, are there in the English language?
5.
Marc. 5 is correct. A-E-I-O-U. 10 points. Next question. Give me the name of the highest point in California. Ward. Mount Whitney is correct. 410. What was the name of the group that gave singer Michael Jackson his start? Oliver.
Jackson 5.
The Jackson 5. And that was long ago because I was in high school then. 10 points. What is the scientific name for a person who studies ancient ruins? Ward.
Archaeologist.
The archaeologist is correct. 410. A musical question. Let's listen and I'll ask you the question. Pomp and circumstances usually played at what type of ceremony? Corey.
Graduation.
Graduation is correct. When you graduated from kindergarten, they played that, right, Corey? For 10 points. Next question. A kilowatt hour is a measurement of what kind? Ward.
Electricity.
Electricity. From literature, what did Goldilocks eat at the Three Bears? Ward.
Porridge.
Porridge. For 10 points. Daniel is 48 years old. His son is half his age. Marc.
24.
24 years old. 10 points. To date, which country has the largest population? Marc.
China.
China is correct. 410. Here's one from American history. In 1951, the Brooklyn Dodgers introduced... haven't finished the question. Marc.
Baseball.
Incorrect for Yorba Linda. In 1951, the Brooklyn Dodgers introduced what piece of safety equipment to the game of baseball? Anyone at Yorba Linda? Ward?
Helmets.
Accepted, yes. Batter's helmets. Very good. For 10 points, which U.S. state is known as the Heart of Dixie? Oliver.
Kentucky.
Incorrect. Yorba Linda. The Heart of Dixie. Which state? Ward.
Louisiana.
Incorrect. Alabama. Alabama is considered the Heart of Dixie. All right. From sports, 410. Interesting one here. There are 336 dimples. Corey.
Golf ball.
On a golf ball is correct. I want to know who sat there and counted these 300 dimples. Next question for 10. Oops, time is up. We run out of questions for the audio question. Jefferson is now at 280 and Yorba Linda is at 200. The very valuable video questions, I'm going to fly through these, hands flat on the white palette. Here is the first video. Haven't read the question, Jamie.
Panda?
Incorrect. Judge? Was that incorrect? She said panda. We're shuffling a paper over here. We want to make sure we get this right. She cannot accept that. The question then for Jefferson. These animals are an endangered species. What country do they live in? Oliver.
China.
China for 20 is correct. Okay, next video question. Watch. Haven't read it. Ward.
Jewish.
Cannot accept. Jefferson. Although without religious meaning, this symbol has been adopted by the Jews. What is it called? Oliver.
David Star.
Judge. Cannot accept. The Star of David. All right, the Star of David. For 20 points, next video, watch. A ride last summer on the Shockwave would take you, Ward.
Magic Mountain.
To Magic Mountain is correct for 20. Next one is multiple choice. I'll show you the video. Benazir Bhutto is the first woman prime minister of which Middle Eastern country? Pakistan, Iran, or Iraq? Mark.
Pakistan?
Pakistan is correct for 20. Next video question for 20. Watch your monitors. Haven't read the question, Mark.
Rodeo?
The rodeo is correct for 20. Bull riding, the next video question. Our solar system is located.
Milky Way.
Milky Way is correct for 20. All right, next video question for 20. Here it is. Give me the name of this singer. Kristin.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles for 20. Next video question. Watch before you. Haven't read it. Oliver.
Basketball court.
A basketball court is correct. Next one requires 3 parts. Haven't read the question, but I need 3 answers, Mark.
Washington, Teddy Roosevelt, and Lincoln.
Very good. Very good. The presidents on Mount Rushmore. The next question. Which of these fractions is not? Oliver.
6/8.
6/8 is not reduced to its lowest term. Video question for 20. Haven't read the question, Ward.
La Bamba.
Cannot accept. La Bamba is being performed by what local group? Mark. Time's up. Los Lobos. Los Lobos, Southern California's original. For 20, 2 parts to this. Give me the word and use it. It means to have a selection. Mark.
Choice. I only had one choice.
Accepted. Very good for 20. Next video from American history. Watch. Henry Ford invented the assembly line to build what product? Mark.
Car.
The car is accepted by the judge. The automobile. But that's the end of the video round. Now we move to the final bonus question. At this point, I don't know that it'll make a big difference, but let's see who still has a little energy and enthusiasm over there, and we'll go for the final bonus question. Now, first clue is worth 70. Second clue is worth 50. Third clue is worth 30. You can answer at any clue level that you like, but if you're incorrect, you're out of the round, and the other team gets to answer. Only team captains may buzz in. First clue, this South American country borders on every country except Chile and Ecuador. Oliver?
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. Brazil is correct for the 70 points. We'll be back with the conclusion of our game after this message. Don't go too far away.
KidQuiz will be back.
The only thing you stand to gain by putting off joining the YMCA is weight. On the the other hand, look at all you have to gain by joining. Call your local Y for information. The YMCA. Don't put it off.
Every year in California, tons of toxic household chemicals are thrown into trash cans, where they can mix together and produce poison gases, fire, or acid so powerful it can burn through plastic, even steel. When buried in landfills, these toxic stews can seep into our environment and end up just about anywhere. So think before you throw. Household chemicals can come back and hurt.
To most people, this is a discarded can. But to a youth group, it's new sports equipment. To some, this is trash. But to a medical center, it's much-needed funds. To you, it's garbage. But to a school, it's new computer equipment. What difference does it make if your group recycles cans? About $200 million a year.
KidQuiz is back.
We're back. The bonus question that we just had answered, which was Brazil, last time that Yorba Linda played, they won the game on that question. This time, unfortunately, it was Jefferson's turn and Oliver and Marc's turn to guess that I was looking for Brazil. We were going to tell you that it is the largest Portuguese-speaking country in the world, and that the largest city is Sao Paulo, but the capital is Brasilia. Yes, Brazil. Yorba Linda, thank you for a wonderful season. Say hi to all our friends down in Yorba Linda. But we congratulate Jefferson. They move on to the finals. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for the next championship game. So long.
From An American Tale, because Universal Studios has just brought the movie you love to life. You can sing and dance with Bible and all his friends in his one-of-a-kind live stage show. Then see the world through Bible's eyes as you slide, jump, and climb your